an elderly parent or a child with an underdeveloped immune system. You passed it on to them without even knowing it, without even knowing you had it, because you caught it from someone at this event, or you may have, touched the same doorknob that they touched, and then you touched your hand, or your hand touches your face. So multiply that by 1,000 or by 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, so on and so forth. That can quickly can turn into an epidemic, and that's what they're trying to avoid. I don't know if it's necessarily, there's a lot of mass hysteria about it. Like, people are kind of freaking out, but something we hadn't seen before. So I understand the freak out. I'm not upset because people are trying to take precautions on preventing the spread of this particular virus. So it is what it is, man. And hopefully they'll figure something out and find us some sort of cure or advanced treatment, or it doesn't mutate into something worse than it is already. So, and we don't know what information has been put out there and what they're keeping from us, especially from a country like China, who's not exactly forthcoming with everything, so, and everybody can have their conspiracy theories or whatever, say, oh, China started this to tank our economy and get Donald Trump out of office or whatever it is. I don't know. I mean, maybe, but it's still something that we should really take into serious consideration when we're looking at stopping the spread of something that could be potentially catastrophic.
Wow. Very, very good opinion about the coronavirus. I like hearing people's opinions about the coronavirus. I didn't think we would talk about this. I was actually going to just ignore the coronavirus. It's so hard to ignore at this point because it's everywhere. I mean, considering the fact this is live, like, this is huge. Like, they postponed. I mean, they canceled South by Southwest. They canceled the rodeo. They have not allowed attendance for a few NHL games. Attendance for XFL games is a no. And then they say that no.
Dallas and Seattle game is going to be empty stadium.
Exactly.
This weekend.
And then with March Madness, and then now the NBA, the rest of the season. Done.
That's just nuts, man. It's nuts. It's crazy, but I'm not good. Until we can get this under control, good. I mean, it sucks, but I'd rather people not die or this get any worse than it already is than having you're in a giant arena with 20,000 other people. That's a giant petri dish at that point.
Right.
So I'm not upset about it. Like, I understand, but I think people are taking it. It's just the internet, man. Social media in general. People take things so personally. And they get so upset about things that don't necessarily affect them one way or the other, but they're just so adamant about giving their opinion on something, and can sound like complete buffoons in the process. But I don't know. It is what it is, man. Hopefully they'll figure it out and we can move past all this. But if major companies like the NWA, not the NWA, the NBA, we got wrestling on the brain, man. The NBA, the XFL, who's owned by essentially WWE, the South by Southwest, which generates a ton of money for an area like Austin every year. The rodeo in Houston, which makes a ton of money. If they're willing to forego money, then this is pretty serious. So I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Obviously I think people are taking it a bit overboard with how they're reacting to it, and I think that's just the general public is what I'm talking about there as far as the toilet paper stuff, the cleaning the store shelves out of hand sanitizer and antibacterial soap and stuff like that. I go, were people just not buying this stuff before? Like, I don't understand. But it's just, I think that, the doom and gloom, the sky is falling, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's just the general public reacting. But it's pretty nuts. It is pretty nuts. But I'm still waiting for them to make the announcement. For me to see the announcement. That's wild if they're going to suspend play, though. Now, are they suspending it and they're going to pick it up later on, or is this it for the season?
I don't know. It's just saying postponed for everything. Like I'm looking for the schedule online, and it's on ESPN.com, and it's just saying all the games postponed.
Wow.
Postponed. Everything is just postponed. That's insane.
It is crazy. And, obviously WrestleMania is coming up here in a couple weeks. Now, I did see an announcement where the city of Tampa put out a tweet that said, as of now, that it's still planning on going on. But that's another one that's like, you got 90,000 people in a stadium. Not only that, it's just the increased amount of people who will be in the area, and folks coming from all over, not just folks from the United States, folks coming from other countries for Mania week. So you got all these independent shows running. You got people that are traveling there to take bookings, and so there's hundreds of shows running that week. So it's just, I don't know. It's a pretty scary to think about, and I hope for the best, I guess.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I've been hearing huge rumors from very credible sources that they're saying that WrestleMania is going to be canceled tomorrow. So they're supposed to have a meeting about it tomorrow, but the city of Tampa put out a tweet today that says that it was supposed to keep going. Who knows? I just hope that Cauliflower Alley in Las Vegas is still on. Yep. So I'm headed to Vegas.
Here it is. Official statement. Oh wow! A player on the Utah Jazz is preliminarily tested positive for coronavirus.
That's it.
Test result was reported shortly prior to the tip-off of tonight's game between the Jazz and Oklahoma City Thunder at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. At the time tonight's game was canceled, the affected player was not in the arena. The NBA is suspending gameplay following the conclusion of tonight's schedule of games. Wow. Until further notice, the NBA will use the hiatus to determine the next steps moving forward in regard to the coronavirus pandemic. So for the NWA, so now they're suspending gameplay, right? So that means the NBA is losing out on TV money. And those TV contracts are huge for the NWA. NBA, gosh almighty. NBA. So those are huge for the NBA. So they're losing money. And the fact that they've made the decision to suspend all games says something, So this is weird, man. It's something that we've never seen before as American citizens, I don't think.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. So getting back to
wrestling.
Yeah, getting back to you. So that's I did not think we would be talking about this thing, but that's huge. You kind of have to.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I wanted to continue talking about this video on YouTube, which you can actually go look it up now. Killer Attacks. Whenever you attacked Mark Vaughn and Aaron Presley, it's such a funny video. Everything from like one of the main things, the ring. It's like somebody put a bunch of loose tarp all over the ring.
Oh yeah, it was not a good ring.
Wow. So you remember the ring?
Oh yeah.
Not a good ring.
I gotta find it. I think it was Chris Blanton who posted it. That's Chris is one of the guys that helped with sound and everything for Main Event. Who's a sheriff's deputy, I think, in Hamilton County.
Oh, cool. Wow. Interesting.
It's Killer McKenzie attacks, yeah.
Okay. That's it.
Seed Blanton 3 years ago.
Killer McKenzie attacks. Wow, that was just 3 years ago. How about that? But I love this. I love this video because it's just like they come out on the stage and they're coming out to DX, the theme song, which
totally
makes
ridiculous.
no sense. But that's Mark Vaughn. It's like, how about we just come out to that? Oh, that'll be great.
Oh no! I think it was Aaron. I think Aaron made that decision because if you watch the video, he's all about doing his best Shawn Michaels impression coming out.
I need to go back and watch it.
Just watch the first 25 seconds.
Oh my god! I'm gonna go see if I can watch this while as we record.
What a terrible ring! Oh man!
Oh god!
Yeah, look at old Jack Mark Vaughn.
Dude.
You're
right.
His lifetime main event contract.
Dude, Aaron is so Shawn Michaels, and Mark's just pointing at him. I never really thought about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ring is just like loose tarp.
It was. I wrestled. Who did I wrestle that night? I wrestled Byron. But wrestled Yum Yum that night. Yeah.
Wow.
Fun match, easy match. Look at this narrow ass ramp I'm walking down.
Dude, that's one thing I wanted to mention. Like the ramp. It's like you pointed at him and like you just ran down the ramp as fast as possible.
I didn't want to die. It's a whole ramp. Oh.
It was an old ramp.
It was like a U-Haul ramp.
Dude, that's what it looks like, honestly. And like Ring of Honor would do that. They would take the U-Haul ramp off of the truck, and they would just hook it onto the stage. And it honestly looks like that's what they're doing here. And you look at your watch and like, it's time. Thank you guys. You point at them, and then you just run down the ramp. Zoom.
I don't know why I ran down the ramp. I don't remember why. I think it looked like I almost tripped on the lip of the ramp. And maybe that's why I was taking those particular steps down. And I don't have the audio playing. I'm just watching the video, so I have no idea what I'm talking about here. Talking about not being a bully or something. I don't know.
Yeah. You pretty much. I remember you said something like, Shawn Hernandez. He was contracted to TNA, whatever, and he's the biggest piece of human garbage in the entire world. You pretty much just PG shot on.
If you look at my right hand, you can see it's still swollen.
Whoa! I never really noticed that.
Look at that.
Hold up. That's your right hand. I think your microphone's on the right hand. Wow, It is.
I think the microphone was crapping out too. That's why I kept hitting the microphone. I don't know.
What's really sad is that the fans are just like there's people in the crowd that are like on their phones while you're just
they didn't give a crap here.
If you're ever bullied, you punch the bully in the mouth. You understand?
Yeah.
A lifetime contract given by Mark Vaughn.
They're doing the old Hulk Hogan.
Doing that, it's just the stuff in this video did not make any sense.
No.
I'm a real American.
We were just trying to take over the show. We didn't give a damn at that point. I think we just didn't care. We were trying to do whatever we wanted.
Dude, wait, Mark Vaughn. I'm listening to what Mark Vaughn says. Hold on.
Death Valley driver on top of on top of Aaron.
Mark Vaughn says to you as he shakes your hand and y'all pose for a picture. He says, "You're an American," and he looks at Aaron. He's like, "I didn't even know he was an American." You're an American.
Listen, sir. there may have been drinks involved.